All right, well, welcome everyone. I am so glad to see so many of you guys here with me on a Sunday. This is our just-in-time training. We're going to go over the parent access to digital cookies, which is also called DOC. It stands for Digital Online, no, I'm sorry, Digital Order Card. This training is for parents and troops, but for anybody who's participating in the cookie program, so you guys can see how to operate the digital cookie site. That's the platform used for the Girl Scouts to interact with their customers, and troops will also have access to the site as well for troop links. My name is Andrea Mullen, and I am the Director of Product Programs. With me today is Danny Akers. She'll be monitoring the chat log. So as I said, if you have any questions, we do ask that you put it into the chat log. We have lots and lots of people on today. We're already at 48, and we still have people showing up. So we are going to ask that you remain muted for the duration of the training. As I mentioned previously, those who are in a service unit or troop or IRM volunteer position and have access to the GS Learn training, I do anticipate having the recording for this up on those respective training modules within about an hour. Takes me a little bit of time to get it uploaded and then linked to all the appropriate training. For the parents and for those who were not able to attend, it will be put up onto our council website, but that can take up to 2 to 3 business days, depending on how long it takes our communications person to be able to get it loaded up and saved. So I just suggest that you guys check back to our site periodically over the next couple of days for that recording. So you should have received an email to get logged in. For those who have multiple positions, you will only receive one email. So once you've been granted access for a parent site, it will automatically load up. You won't receive a second email. If you have not received your email to access it, we first ask that you go to your troop so that they can confirm the information in the system is correct. If that is not correct, or if you're not showing up in the system because there has been some issues with uploads, then they will contact product at gsdsw.org, and we will look at getting you guys uploaded. Now, today I am going to let you guys know I am going to be using my daughter's account. I do not have a demo Girl Scout, so my daughter is going to be loaning her account for us to be viewing today. So once you get that access email, for those of you who do not have access already, you'll click that link and it'll take you to Digital Cookie and you'll set up the information from there. You will have a video that you have to watch. Please have your Girl Scout with you when you watch it. And then you do need to accept the terms and conditions, the digital online information and all of that, the safety pledge and everything like that. Once you're into the system, then you'll be able to create, oh, I'm sorry, I'm jumping ahead. You'll be able to select your role. So if you have multiple Girl Scouts and you use the same email address, you'll be able to select between the girls from here. You will not have to worry about multiple logins for multiple girls. It'll all be the same. And the same goes for if you have a troop account, or if you're part of the service unit cookie chair, you'll be able to use the same login provided you gave us the same email address. Now, if we have different email addresses on file, then you will have a separate login. If you want that changed, please contact product at gsdsw.org so we can update the system so that you can log in from the same account. From here, you'll be able to select your parent role and continue. Now, as I said, if you have multiple Girl Scouts, there will be a secondary drop down up here where you'll be able to select between the girls. Because I only have one daughter that's participating this year, I don't have that to show you, but there will be a secondary drop down so that you can jump between the girls. Now, to set up the account, your Girl Scout will be able to go to site setup. Well, actually, there is a step before that. And I can't show it to you because I've already set that up, but you'll be able to register your daughter to participate. Now, if they are 13 or older, they will actually have their own login. So you will need a separate email for those Girl Scouts who are 13 and older. It can be a secondary parent email if they are not allowed to have one, or if you feel more comfortable using a secondary parent email, or you can use the Girl Scouts email if they're allowed to have one. But they do need to have their own separate login, because at 13 and older, they'll be able to log in and send their emails and do all sorts of other stuff as well. You will still be able to control their account as far as approving anything that is put up, and anything that they do, and track all of that. Because my daughter's under the age of 13, I can't show you what that side would look like. But from the younger girls, as well as the girls who are able to do from their own site, you'll go to site setup. And from here, you'll be able to update the cookie story, the girls' packages, and it's set up from top to bottom, 1, 2, 3. You'll be able to put in your goals. You'll add your information, like what your troop is planning on doing with your funds, what you learn from Girl Scouts, or in this case, I'm sorry, what the girls learn from the cookie program, and so on and so forth. The younger girls, you'll be able to then save the site, view it, make sure it looks the way you want it to look, and then publish it. For the older girls, they will click the same kind of button, only it will send a email to the parent saying that their site is ready to be approved. You will then get to review it before accepting it or making any additional changes as needed. From your main screen on this dashboard, you'll be able to track the progress of the program. The cookie sale, it has a nice little countdown so you know exactly when the sale ends, as well as the progress toward your Girl Scouts goals and your troop's goals. Once your troop enters a goal for the cookie program, you'll be able to track their goal as well. Once we begin the in-person portion of the program, which will start January 24th, you'll also be able to update offline packages sold. Right now, the only sales are direct ship sales, so you won't be able to update any of the in-person side of the program. Okay, you can update the sales goal as often as you want throughout the course of the program, and you can see the specifics as far as what is sold. This is the Girl Scouts digital cookie link. So this is the link that you can post on your personal social media pages. Please make sure you review the online, the Internet Safety Pledge and online requirements for any posts to social media and advertising and that kind of thing. As a reminder, whenever you are reaching out to customers, especially customers you do not know, do not provide the Girl Scouts last name. It's first name only, troop number, and that's it. Do not give out school information. Don't give out phone numbers. And it's for the Girl Scouts safety as well as your safety. There are some additional tip sheets and videos so that you can walk through if you're little confused on something or you need a refresher on how to set up your site. There's some videos and quick tip sheets as well. Once the girl delivered side of the site is activated, again, that will happen on January 24th. You will also be able to see what orders are coming in for girl delivered. The parents will then have 5 days from the time an order is received to either approve it or decline it. If you approve the order, then that means that you will be reaching out to that customer and delivering that product. All payments will be done online. If you decline it, then the customer will receive a message that the order was declined, and they can either donate it or repurchase in the form of a direct ship. For the girl delivered items that are purchased, they are not charged until the order has been approved. So a pending transaction will show up on the customer's account until you have approved it. If you decline the order, then that pending transaction is removed and no charge takes place. So that way you don't have to worry about any refunds. You'll also be able to track your Girl Scouts progress towards any of her badges and pins. And as you notice, this site is set up for your Girl Scouts age. So in my case, my daughter is a cadet. So we've got the nice little red C up here, and all of the badges and learning materials is going to be set up for cadet. If you have a Daisy, then you'll see the blue D, and it'll be geared towards that age. So these sites are going to be age specific. You will also be able to track your daughter's sale through some really nice graphs, which right now they're blank because my daughter hasn't sent anything out. But once you start getting those sales in, you'll be able to see these numbers grow, and know where they're coming from, what's working and what's not working. Please remember, this is a girl-led program, so have your Girl Scout lead her sale as much as possible. A lot of it is also going to be age specific. The Daisies are going to need a lot more hand holding and a lot more assistance. When you get up to cadets, they should be able to run the majority of the program, and you are just supervising and providing assistance. Okay. The next part you'll see here is going to be badges. And this is going to show the badges and the pins, all the different steps. And when you click on them, wait for it. There we go. It'll tell you what you need to do to complete that step. Once you've done it, you'll be able to click this checkbox. I'm not going to do it because she hasn't gone through all of these steps just yet, but you'll be able to click on it, and then your troop leader will be able to also track this progress. So if your troop provides all of the badges or pins that they earn, then this way they'll be able to track what your Girl Scout has completed, and keep the troop's records updated as well. Excuse me. And it goes through the cookie badges as well. Now, please keep in mind, these are the cookie badges and the cookie pins. In your Girl Scout materials, you'll also see a business set of badges. Those business set badges are not on here. This is only the cookie badges that are on here. Up under learning, there we go, are going to be various videos, quizzes, activities, again, all age appropriate. So for like your Daisies, you're going to have a lot more coloring type pages. For the cadets and up, you're going to have a lot more interactive type activities. So this is some fun stuff for them to be able to keep themselves interested and pumped throughout the course of the program. Again, at any time, if you want to change anything on your Girl Scouts account, you go to site setup and you click on edit, and you'll be able to change any of the items. So, for example, if they decide they want to change their cookie story, you'll be able to go into edit, change the appropriate section, save, and republish. Now, the inventory section is not going to be active until January 24th, but this is where you can keep track of your in-person inventory. This is important for the girl delivered side. You can actually turn off your girl delivered on a personal level, or if you have certain items that you are out of, for example, like the gluten-free, you can mark out of stock and it won't be available to your customers for the girl delivered side. But again, this section will not become active until January 24th, and that is for council as a whole. Your customer section. Now, some of you have come from other councils, whether it's military or other related moves. If you've ever been with Little Brownie in the past and you've used Digital Cookie, you may actually see that your customer list is pre-populated. It may also connect with your email records as well. So you may already have some cookie customers loaded. If you have never worked with Little Brownie and Digital Cookie before, then this may be empty, but you'll be able to add your customers from here, select them. You can send their emails and track their orders as well. And there's even a nice little diagram down here that gives you some suggestions on when to reach out to customers. And then your final section is orders. If my computer will cooperate, there we go. And this will track all of your orders that have come in. And this is going to show you whether it's direct ship or girl delivered. And the girl delivered ones are the ones that you're going to want to connect with to have to approve, and you'll be able to see all of that nice and easy. You can also get to that section from your main homepage by clicking on your details under the orders to deliver in person, and it'll take you to your inventory and you'll be able to track all of that from there. Beginning today, you will also have access to the digital cookie app on your phone. You won't be able to do as much of it, as much on the app as you can on the website. The website's going to be much more interactive, but the app is convenient for sales, for reaching out to customers, for the in-person deliveries. You'll be able to pull up the customer's address and mark delivered as you do that. Also, once we begin booth sales, or if you have customers that would like to pay by credit card, which is what we recommend, so that way you guys are not having to deal with any cash, especially in this contactless environment, you'll be able to do that through digital cookie. Unfortunately, it's a little harder to show that side on my computer. Otherwise, I'd walk you through some of that. We'll have some tutorials loaded soon that'll show you some of that. You can also go to Little Brownie Baker, it's littlebrownie.com, and they've got a lot of different resources and tutorials on how to work on that side of their system as well. All right, so are there any questions?
So we did have a few questions I've answered in the chat. A few just came through. Just to clarify, this is only direct ship right now until January 24th. Yeah. And then at January 24th and on, the girl delivered option will trigger, and right, that will be available as well. How often do they need to check the website, or will it send an email or other notifications?
So if you have a girl delivered order that comes in, you will get an email as well. So you'll get an email that'll say that you've got a order that is pending, and you'll be able to go in and you'll know to go in and log in and accept it or decline it.
And in the DOC, they will be able, after January 24th or on January 24th forward, they will be able to choose girl delivered or direct ship on the DOC website.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
Yes, but from beginning today until 11:59 p.m. on January 23rd is direct ship only. Beginning at midnight on the 24th, that is when the girl delivered part of it will activate.
Right. And some people are seeing the numbers in front of the service unit that are involved with the service unit. That is just a service unit ID. No need to worry about those numbers at all. It's just something so that Little Brownie Baker and GSDSW can verify what we're looking at and what service unit we're looking at. Mm-hmm. How much is shipping costs? How much will shipping costs be for direct ship? Do you have that information available?
That should have been, yeah, actually, let me jump over real quick. I'll leave this up for a minute so you guys can take pictures if you would like. This I thought was under the parent dashboard, but I don't recall seeing that. But this is also on the council, on Little Brownie's site, and I will make it available on our council site as well. And when customers go into direct ship, they'll see this as well. But here are your delivery fees. Okay. Any other questions that we should answer live?
That is all the questions we have.
Okay. Now there are a few of you who have a troop access as well. New this year, the troops will also have links that will be available to search under the cookie finder. This is for direct ship and donated cookies only, but this will allow the general public to go to the cookie finder app on our council website and on GSUSA's website, type in their zip code, They will get a list of booths once the booth section begins on February 1st, but they'll also be able to search for troops, and this will become available on February 1st nationwide. In order for this to work, the troops will have a link very similar to the girl link, and they can actually assign any parent in the troop access to be in charge of this. So it's going to be dependent on the troop on how they want to handle the troops link, but it will look like this. It'll have the troop with the number, and then it'll say site. So it'll be, again, just like a parent dashboard, you'll have all the same access that a parent does. But from here, you'll be able to, on the 24th anyways, you'll be able to change it so that you can accept direct ship, or I'm sorry, girl delivered. Because for the safety and sanity of our troops, you can, if you select girl delivered on the troop platform, it will take you off of the cookie finder link. You can toggle this on and off. So if there is, say, a virtual cookie booth that you are doing as a troop, you want to use the troop link so that you can use that as a booth. You can turn on the girl delivered feature for that booth. Once you guys are done, then you can turn that feature back off and it'll put you back up on the cookie finder link. Now, because that cookie finder link searches by zip code, it will only provide one troop number at a time. And to make sure it is fair, it will randomize the troop number that is seen. So that way, especially like here in El Paso or Midland, Odessa, Las Cruces, places where we have lots of troops, it's not going to favor just one troop. It will randomize so that everybody has a fair opportunity to get in some of those random miscellaneous orders. But again, any orders that are received from that cookie finder link will be for direct ship or donated only.
We do have a few more questions. I was just reminded of one I forgot about. Are there any COVID delays for receiving pre-order products for outer lying areas?
Is there, I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Are there any COVID delays for receiving products?
At this time, there are no delays. Our warehouses are taking very strict precautions to make sure that their staff is safe before delivering. But at this time, we have no delays expected. All orders are expected to go out as intended. So as far as your specific area, that is going to be up to your local area as far as how you guys are going to go about that. I have my my cupboard initial order guides that have been sent out. If you did not receive it and you need it, please let us know. They are all in GS Learn, but we can also email that to you. So just email product@gsdsw.org and we'll provide you that guide for how to do those pickups. But at this time, there are no delays. The warehouses will be reaching out to all of our service units next week to schedule more precisely the dates for those. Not the dates, the estimated times and confirmations.
Okay, we have two people asking about any advice as to what to say if customers inquire about palm oil.
There should be something on Little Brown, let's say there is something on Little Brownie's site. I will see if I can locate it and make it a little bit easier for you guys to find. I don't have the wording in front of me, so I don't want to say anything incorrectly, but I know there is some materials out there for those questions. So if you can't find it through council, go to Little Brownie's site and they should have that information fairly easy to find. And I will get it onto our council site as soon as possible and up onto our GS Learn pages.
Another question, do the boxes state if they are vegan or not?
I know they should. I know they just did an update on a lot of the boxes, but I don't have exactly what the boxes look like in front of me. But any of them that are vegan, they should say vegan on them.
Alrighty. Is there a specific zip code troops have to use within the DOC, as they have girls who live outside of the troop zip code, and none of the girls live on post, but we are a military troop?
Excellent question. So you do have to put in a zip code. That is up to your troop, because I know, especially here in El Paso, one troop can have like 5 different zip codes associated with them. It really, and you can change it. It's up to you which zip code you want to do, but you do have to put in a zip code in order for that to work. But yeah, it's up to you which one you want. It doesn't really matter, because especially here, it will pull from the surrounding area as well.
Wonderful. Is there, there's no delivery to Puerto Rico. Is there a way that family and friends over there can donate money to the troop?
I thought there was. They can go onto the site. Give me one second. I thought it said something about Puerto Rico on there. But they can go in if they want to donate. They can go into the girls' page and right here, donate. Yeah, and donate their items. But there is, it looks like there is shipping to Puerto Rico. It's just there is an additional $5 fee.
Awesome. That's all we have right now.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. So sorry, I keep jumping back and forth between my pages, so I apologize if I'm giving anybody a headache. I am going to go ahead. That is really all that I wanted to show you guys on the site. And actually, here's another example. So I jumped over to my demo troop, and as you can see, it is set up as a junior, which has got the nice purple J there. And so all of the resources are going to show up as a junior instead of the one I was showing you a little bit ago, which is a cadet. So that's one nice thing about this site, is it does set up according to each girl's individual troop. Level. That is really all that I wanted to show you guys. I will remain on for a little bit longer. I'm going to go ahead and keep the recording on a little bit longer in case somebody has a question. But other than that, you guys are welcome to log off. Again, thank you so much for spending a little bit of your Sunday with me, and good luck this season.
For multi-troops, can we see all levels?
So that is a very good question. It should, honestly, I'm not sure on the troop platform how much of it's going to show. I think it has to choose just one, but give me a second. There we go. This is the troops dashboard. And when you click on cookie badges, it will actually show you each girl's level. But I do not believe the individual dashboard will show you multiple levels. I think it picks one. That part I'm a little fuzzy on because this whole aspect is brand new this year. So they're still working on a lot of the kinks.
That's all we have right now.
All right. So I'll just give it I'll give it 3 more minutes in case anybody has a question that they thought of or wants me to go back over anything that they might have missed if they logged in late. But yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. You guys have a great night or great rest of your weekend. Too many R's. I couldn't get through that one. And good luck with your cookie program.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna get 2 more minutes in case anybody thinks of anything.
What's the name of the mobile app?
It's going to be Digital Cookie. So you'll see this symbol, this picture up here. And you'll be able to use your same login information. And that access was granted as of today.
I don't believe Little Brownie Baker does not have their own app. Do they? Besides, they have eBuddy?
Smart Cookies is little, or wait, I'm
No.
sorry. Little
E-
Brownie, I don't know why I jumped to ABC for a minute. eBuddy has an eBuddy app, yes.
Yes.
So there's
So
the
it's called
eBuddy app, and then there's the digital cookie app.
Right. It's eBuddy. EBUDDE.
Yes. And only the troops and service unit cupboard volunteers, only them are going to have access to the eBuddy app. If you're just a parent and you only have parent access, you only need to worry about digital cookie.
Will IRMs be in the troop list for cookie
Yes.
searching for ordering?
Yes. IRMs are set up as a troop, even though it's a troop of one, or in some cases two if they're siblings, but you will have all the same access as a troop would be. So you will be in the cookie finder as long as you have that enabled and you haven't changed any of your settings. Yes, you will be in the cookie finder as well. You just need to go through the same setup as a troop does.
I logged in about 10 minutes late. So did I miss anything important? I have used the digital for cookie, chocolates and nut sales. Also already began setting up digital platform online.
So I really just went over the different tabs that you will see and the digital or the dashboard that you have here. I'm currently under the troops dashboard. It's very similar to the individual girls dashboard. There's a couple of differences, but for the most part, this is going to be the same that you'll see under the parent side for an individual girl. You'll be able to set up your Girl Scout will be able to set up their goal, their story, and all of that. If they are over the age of 13, they will need to have their own login email. It can be a secondary parent email if they're not allowed to have an email, or if you would feel more comfortable using yours. But it does have to be a separate email from what you logged in as. For girls under the age of 13, then you'll be accessing, or you'll be running the whole site from your login. You'll once all of the information is entered and you click review and approve, you'll then be able to publish the site. It is going to be targeted at your Girl Scouts specific age and grade level. So in this case, this one is juniors. The one I was showing a little bit ago was cadets. So it showed all three of the cookie badges and two of the cookie pins. There was some, and if you have multiple Girl Scouts, you'll actually be able to toggle between the girls. There will be a secondary drop down up here that will allow you to toggle between them. In addition, if you've used the same email for all of your positions and you're in a troop position as well as a service unit, you'll be able to toggle between them through this drop down here. Badges, the girls will be able to go in and select their step once they complete the requirements for that badge or pin. They click I did this, and you'll be able to track it on their home screen, and the troop leaders will be able to track that as well. The learning section will have quizzes and videos and activities, all again geared towards the Girl Scouts specific age. Anytime you want to edit anything about the site, and this is actually what this actually is what I should have showed you guys. This is what it'll look like when you go to initially set up your site. You'll enter in your goal. If you have any offline sales, which at this time, nobody should have offline sales because the only sales active are direct ship. And you'll be able to set up your cookie story, what you guys are planning with your cookie funds, what you learn from cookies, upload any photos and videos, and then publish your site. Inventory will not become active until January 24th. Now until then, it will be direct ship only. The girl delivered aspect of the program begins on January 24th. So that's when this section will become active. Your customers link is going to have all of your emails. Now for girls and parents who have actually participated in Little Brownie before through other councils, you may actually already see emails preloaded And so that'll save you some time. If not, you can add them or even upload them as well. Is that about where you left off?
I think so. She said thanks.
Okay, awesome. You're welcome.
Okay, so Lisa has a few questions. She set up her cadet daughter with her email. Can she change the email?
She may not be able to send the information to product@gsdsw.org. I may need to do some fiddling, but we should be able to get that squared away for you.
And then she also has 3 parents that haven't received their access email, and they are in the roster on DOC. So my words of wisdom is make sure their email is correct. Their email's not correct. That's probably why they're not getting that. We've had a few of those recently, and that's human error. Sorry, guys, that sometimes the email doesn't translate correctly. Emails have been confirmed. So where do we go from there, Andrea?
So if they still haven't, once you've confirmed the email is correct in the system, email product and we can re-trigger those emails. Some servers do have a tendency to reject it just because of the sheer number of emails that go out. Sometimes they think they're spam, and so they'll reject them or send them to their spam folders. So if they still haven't received those emails and you've confirmed that their emails are correct, then let us know at product@gsdsw.org and we can re-trigger their email. If they still don't receive it, we should have a third option that we'll be able to do, but we'll take it one step at a time.
Awesome. Are we able to pick up cash payments once girl orders begin January 24th?
That will be up to you. At council level, we are recommending when at all possible to use the credit card option. And that's where the app comes into play because you'll be able to take payments in person through the app. But yes, if you are willing to take cash payments and get them to your troop and go through all of that, you are welcome to. We just recommend at all possible to use the credit card feature portion of the program. But yes, once girl orders in-person orders, once in-person begins, yes, you may take cash payments.
And we have another one that slipped me. Is the council allowing any in-person booths, and they're in New Mexico?
We are still waiting on information to come in from my booth coordinators. We have people out right now that are trying to secure booths. We will allow in-person booths. It's going to be up to the stores. We are also trying to secure locations for drive-through booths as well. So we are still trying to get all of that information. It will be in the system as soon as we have it. We are also still looking for booth coordinators. So if you or anybody you know is interested in helping to reach out to businesses, please contact us so that we can get you set up because we do still need coordinators across council. All right. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stop my recording.